To access all full body language videos, breakdowns and analysis, alongside the game that I can't feature here on YouTube, check out the Patreon. The link is in the description. Thanks.
Everyday Superpower, where we talk body language, relationships, game, everything in between. Continuing on with our series, our assessment, observation, and cooperation over this lovely video, blind dating a famous comedian. All right, if you're just joining me now, you're going to learn some valuable information. Although I would recommend you start from the top. You'll find that in the comment section. I'll leave a link there. So,
Right.
we've just had Goth Girl sent off, which, you know, it goes to show a difference in values here, because whereas he thought she seemed quite boring, I thought she seemed quite homely. You know, I don't want a career-driven woman who does this and that. You know, I want a supportive woman who would be cool, calm, and not bring drama to my doorstep, you know. So I thought the way she presented herself, even though I don't watch television, but, you know, to calm down, spend downtime with someone and watch something with someone, I think is a great way to release steam, and if anything, a great way to actually enjoy entertainment, whereas in my general life, I don't allow myself that space to do so, you know. So to invite that feminine energy into my life, one of softness, calmness, and slow time down, you know, a bit more of a passive energy, all right, I think that's a benefit. All right, so he sends her off, the first person she's sent off, first person he's sent off, and while she goes off, he has proven to the girls that I am willing to send you off. Okay, so he's now set a standard that, you know, I'm not just saying yes to everyone. I am now gonna send you off if I don't deem you valuable. So the pressure is on, because these women are on camera on YouTube to 2.82 million subscribers. All right, they are not now being judged by the man. You know, they're not trying to impress the man as much as they are trying to calibrate their value in the midst of these women. Okay, this is competition anxiety sparked up tenfold. Now he has sent somebody off, shown that he has values and boundaries, and now to qualify themselves, because they don't want to meet the same fate and they don't want to be perceived as that with no value, they're going to try a little bit harder to impress him. So she comes up defensive in relation to what's happened. He cracks a joke.
You again. Get out of here.
Get out. Sends her off. In reaction to that, she undefends herself, removes the crossed arms, moves over. Yeah, you can talk about it's a fist, and yeah, it's an elbow, and yeah, it's aggressive and so forth, but it's playful, and she's moving into him, not away from him. So if you joined me and watched, you know, so much through this video, I'll have told you a story about how I got slapped one time by a woman who within moments after was like, you know, couldn't let go of my hand and was taking photos of me and so forth. These ways of communication and this mismatch of energy and emotion, it creates such a confusing you know, recipe. But when you start to see it as it is, and you start to break through the noise and look at the undercurrent and just quite simply approach it as, is this open or closed, or is this attraction or repulsion, or is this up or down or left or right, then, you know, you start to cut the fat per se. So she moves in, makes a joke, plays with him. We've got Jordan here now.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Jordan. She frames her face as she does so. Look, as she frames her face, she looks over to the team to see, are we cool to talk?
Jordan.
So that framing is highlighting of the face. If anyone puts their face on a platter whilst dating you, it's sort of open for you to give a little bit of flattery, whether you're, you know, being honest or not, in all fairness. It's a playful gesture, highlighting the face, you know. So there's a little clip there. So she looks over to the production team, and then there's a clip. Maybe they've readjusted them to some degree, right? She looks down.
I'm a Cartoon Network girl over Nickelodeon.
I'm a Cartoon Network girl over Nickelodeon. So he should cast judgment on her from this point, such as he did the lady who liked watching television, because she's talking about the exact same thing. I watch animation, all right? But Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon is regressive in nature, okay? So as opposed to talking about the mature series on Netflix, she's referring back to the cartoons we might have watched in childhood, all right? Quite powerful if it hits.
Interesting. Okay.
Does that
Interesting. Okay, he says.
correlate to you?
Does that correlate?
You have Adult Swim energy.
I do have
You have Adult Swim energy. Now, I didn't watch Adult Swim.
Because adults would swim away from you.
Honestly, that's the best compliment I've ever heard in my.
She's hurt by that. She's getting defensive. Look at the face!
You have Adult Swim energy.
I do have adult
Because
swim
adults
energy.
would
I do have Adult Swim energy because adults would swim away from you.
swim away.
And what you see is a non-verbal cue for him to send her left. Look,
Swim energy.
I do have adult
Because
swim
adults
because adults would swim away from you, his hand goes left in rejection. And I'm going to swipe you left. He literally non-verbally swipes her left because this is the aim of the game. This is real life Tinder we're watching right now. And she has just reflected the goth girl who got swiped left for the same reason. Referencing television, referencing entertainment. Now watch how defensive and hurt she gets, right? Adults would swim away from you.
would swim away from you.
Honestly, that's the best compliment.
Honestly, it's the best compliment. Her head shakes no, okay? In non-congruence to what she verbally says. She looks down in submission, yet her head still is held high in defiance.
I've ever heard in my.
She looks up, air of sadness in her eye, twist of the mouth, subtle but there, that's disdain.
Fucking life.
Aggression! Red flag! Red flag! Get her off! Look!
Fucking life. I'm from a.
Effing.
Fucking life.
We need to get
I have
that.
adult
Because
swim
adults would
energy.
swim away from you.
Honestly, that's the best compliment I've ever heard in my fucking life.
In my effing life. Oh my god. Get her off. Get her off. Get her off and get your bodyguard involved. She's the sort of woman who will physically attack you. Look at how aggressive she reacted to that. He laughs looking at her, understanding exactly what's happened. All right. He's run game on her. If anything, if this was in the realm of pimping and hoeing, you've engaged with her emotionally. You got her around your finger right now. And I don't say that to be manipulative. This is what your governments do. This is what your media does. They have you operate on a particular frequency, right? Anger is all the way down here. The colour of anger is red. Red is on the bottom. Red is the root chakra. Look at a rainbow. What's the lowest frequency colour? It's red. That's where anger operates. If somebody is operating in anger and volatility, you can maneuver them wherever the fuck you want. Right? She reflects his t-shirt, all right? So the red in his t-shirt as well will also subconsciously influence how he is perceived, okay? And how he will be perceived is more emotionally supercharged, okay? The relations he will have, whether it's love, passion, fear, and anger, they will be multiplied tenfold because they associate him with the colour of red.
I'm from LA, born and raised. I'm funny. Yeah.
Well, funny.
So now she's aggressive. She has come on this program and now wants to physically attack him. Look at the
Fucking life.
way she speaks.
I'm from LA.
I'm from LA and watch him now. Watch.
Would swim away from you.
Honestly, that's the best compliment I've ever heard in my fucking life.
When he laughs, his shoulders come up as a micro gesture, ever so slowly. What that is defending his neck in the face of an attack. That's a shoulder shrug, right?
I'm from LA,
I'm from LA,
born and raised.
born and raised. She's still got his disrespect in her head right now. And he's been cracking jokes on everyone.
Funny as
I'm funny as F, she says aggressively, jaw raised once again, throat exposed. That exposure of the throat says, I don't deem you a problem. This is aggressive, on the verge of physically hurting somebody body language.
Yeah.
Well, funny people don't say they're funny.
Funny people don't say they're funny, brushes are off.
I'm funny as fuck. We'll make it work. Also, Billy Ray Cyrus on your shirt. Can we talk about that? Are we gonna do something with that? Are you gonna give me some fun facts?
So now she's trying to call him out. She's trying to embarrass him. She's trying to say, you're wearing a Billy Ray Cyrus shirt, but do you know anything about him? She pulling the can you name 3 songs game. Do you know what? You see memes of men who are into bands who see a girl with a band t-shirt and they go, oh, can you name 3 songs and whatnot, right? That is a masculine, ignorant behavior. She is manifesting the spirit of masculinity and trying to be the man in this. communication. She sides-eye him. He close lip smile. He wants to burst out laughing at how extra this girl is. Let's keep on going.
You're gonna be a Billy Ray
Bro's
Cyrus?
bombing.
We spoke about this earlier. This is a disrespectful gesture, okay? Get a load of this guy. All right, I'm not taking you serious. He's saying she's bombing. He is continuing to wind her up right now. He knows that she is going to give some good quality. She's going to embarrass herself right now.
Over here.
What? You know what? You fucking...
The guys laugh at her expense. She reaches out. Now this is the mixed message. She reaches out in attraction because he's got control of the situation. He is emotionally engaging her. She enjoys it in her own way because she likes drama, right? She is a woman. So she reaches out and touches him. But this touch is a microcosm of the macro that would manifest in the physical relationship where she has the potential to physically hurt someone. I saw that from the get-go. She's too aggressive.
This guy.
So she literally pushes him away, right? She touches him to the extent where he is pushed away. That isn't a hold onto the arm, right? Do when people say when you fall out with someone you have like the most passionate sex when you make up, right? That's the contrast between the I want to fucking kill you and I'm so attracted to you, you know? She's just created a microcosm of that macro.
No.
Yeah, you should.
This guy.
F this guy, she says.
No.
And he says, yeah, you should. So there is a sexual tension and a sexual energy here that is sort of serving as the undercurrent behind the extreme emotional, distraught with him.
Yeah, you should.
She submits, lowers herself to the ground. She couldn't get any lower.
I don't know. I got this at a thrift store.
I actually really dig it. I think that's amazing.
And after that, they start engaging in a more positive manner. Okay? She says, I really dig it. That was my shit test. You didn't actually answer it, but you gave me an honest response saying I got it at a thrift store. You know, I'm not really too fussed, but I like the shirt. Okay? Pressure's off to an extent.
Made me like you. It's the Billy Ray Cyrus shirt, so I hope we can...
See them Billy Ray.
Watch.
I think that's what made me like you. It's the Billy Ray Cyrus shirt, so I hope we can...
So I hope we can. She brings her hands together as two become one, right? She wants to engage in the dirty, all right?
See them Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
I think for legal reasons, I have to swipe right or else you'd beat my ass.
I would be your
Because you would
For legal reasons, because, yeah, he sees that.
do the kick like she
I
was
do
doing.
know Wing Chun, so we'll
What,
start
who
with
do you
that.
know?
She says Wing Chun, and as she does so, she starts preparing to attack him. Do you see this? And in preparation to attack, she pulls her pants up.
No.
Kung Fu.
Oh,
Circumcised.
what did you just call me?
She said, are you circumcised?
If anything, she's a bad representative because she must be more emotionally resolute and reserved, like if she actually practiced martial arts. Wing Chun is BS, by the way. It's like nonsense defensive stuff.
Hello.
Right, we're moving onwards. I will see you there, people. Peace.
To access all full body language videos, breakdowns and analysis, alongside the game that I can't feature here on YouTube, check out the Patreon. The link is in the description. Thanks.